Hello and welcome to another Fresh Off the Stalls. I'm wearing sunglasses. The weather in Edinburgh has just turned out absolutely glorious. Just before I go home tomorrow. Wonderful. Anyway, yes, it is my penultimate day in Edinburgh. I am absolutely shattered. I'm actually quite surprised I don't have a drink in my hand at the moment, because I think it's the only way I'm going to get through tonight. I've already seen 2 shows today, and I've got another 3 to deal with. So let's get these 2 out of the way, and then got onto the 3 later. I don't know how much of the Fringe you can see behind me. It doesn't matter, because I'm the important one here. Look at me. Look at me. Not you, you're fine, thank you. So, yes, just abusing random people in the street. It's my style. Anyway, so I've got this big pink thing here because it's got lots of information from one of the shows I've seen this morning, which is good. I miss press packs with full cast and creative lists. It's one of the things I didn't expect on the Fringe, is to trying to just not getting any information about the show and expecting to review it. Just like, okay, difficult. But thank you very much, first of all, for having a full press pack for me. It's kind of wonderful. Anyway, so the first show I've seen this morning is the final farewell tour of Delores and DelRubio. This is a really lovely, cute little sort of love song to vaudeville and old school cabaret. It's really sweet. I really enjoyed it. It's a bit of a problem because it's like, I kind of do come to this point in the Fringe where you'd be reviewing a show and there is, in this case, literally 6 of us in the audience. And for a show like this, it's really difficult because it's a show that really feeds on audience energy, and it's really difficult for 6 people just to pump energy into the room. But even so, I still really enjoyed it. So the whole point of it is that it's stage couple and real life couple, Delores and DelRubio, doing their final show. Which will not only end their careers but also their marriage. So it's very sweet, it's very cheeky, it's very knowing. The characterizations are absolutely fantastic. So it's written and starring by both Alan Palmer and Andrew Orbison. It's really cute. It's quite funny. It's not uproarious. It's not shocking. It's just kind of, it's a bit cheeky, definitely, but it's nice, good old-fashioned, cuddly fun. I just thought it was such a really joyous time, even though there was hardly any of us in the audience, which my heart goes out to performers when that happens, because it's just like, but they kept it up, and I loved it. Lots of original songs as well, which are all great. I particularly love the I particularly loved the one about Dolores's husbands and therefore her full name after all the divorces. That was particularly fun. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really want larger audiences to go to the show, because I think once you get a larger audience in and they're more responsive and there's more atmosphere, it would really take off. And it's an afternoon billing, so it's a really difficult one to fill. So I'm actually going to give it 4 stars, because I really thought it was great. So that's 4 stars for the final farewell tour of Delores and DelRubio. Oh, a bit of shade, that's lovely. I can stop sweating. And the second show I've been to see today is Oh Hello, at the Assembly Studio 2 in George Square. So it's interesting. This is a show that's actually written by my old Welsh teacher from junior school, Dave Ainsworth. It still feels weird calling him Dave Ainsworth and not Mr. Ainsworth. Anyway, he's written a show about Charles Hawtrey from the Carry On films. It's a solo show that kind of charts Charles' sort of latter years through being in, well, actually more than just latter years, sort of like his role in Carry On films, and then dealing with alcoholism, etc. It's a really touching, heartbreaking show. It's really, and it's performed fantastically by Jamie Rees, who's playing Charles Hawtrey. It's just that wonderful sort of mix of sort of like care not camp, but a real sort of heart-wrenching pathos behind it as well, and it's just beautiful to watch. It was just wonderful. But this is done by the Torch Theatre Company. This is the company from the part of the country where I grew up in. This is the company that, when my parents used to take me and my sister to see shows when we were younger, that basically made me fall in love with theatre, and is basically to blame for me walking around Edinburgh with a camera abusing random people. Yes. and being a bother to pretty much everyone. So, oh, there's a car coming. Don't want to die on camera. So yeah, it's fantastic. It's a lovely little set as well, which just sets the scene, and there's wonderful knowing jokes throughout about that, and lovely interactions of the audience, because it's basically just having a conversation with no one but / you. And it was great. It was a really slick, wonderful thing. The only criticism I can make of it is like, just try not to use the same Bach prelude for every scene change. A bit of variety might do well. Oh, it's a beautiful piece of music, don't get me wrong. It's one of my favourites, as it is with many other people, but especially if some of the shorter scenes, it kind of comes back in again. It's just like, could they really not get another piece? To be blunt. Oh, I seem to have wandered into the underbelly. Lovely. More shade, liking it. So yeah, but even with that, I mean, that's just a very minor grumble. I would actually say that, given just how moving and how entrancing Jamie Rees is as a performer, and how soul-crunchingly empathetic Dave Ainsworth has written the piece, it's a 5. It's an utter 5 for me. It's a really great show. So that's the final farewell tour of Delores and Dick DelRubio by Alan Palmer and Andrew Orbison. 4 stars from me, and then Oh Hello by Dave Ainsworth, which is 5 stars from me. So 3 more shows. I've wandered into the underbelly. There's a bar there. It's not very busy. It's a sign. It's a sign I need to have a slightly liquid dinner, and possibly a lot more coffee as well, and possibly some food as well. But yes, final furlong of Edinburgh, guys. More reviews coming out of my website. We'll actually have time to write them, getting through them, a couple of more video reviews to do, and then I'm back in London, and it's an absolute shame. I'm really going to miss this place. It's been my first Edinburgh. It's great. Anyway, no eulogies yet. I've still got several more shows to go. So I'll see you on the other side, guys. Bye. Oh, what's going on?